I've had this water softener in my house for many years. It's had a slow leak, a little drip drip. Didn't really pay too much attention to it. Put a little bucket under there, and once every, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, not even, I don't know, once every 3-4 weeks, whatever, I dump it. Anyway, so now it's actually the leak's getting worse, and I got to address this issue. Um, so that's what I'm doing. So I cut this part out of the main line. So that's the main water line to my house. I just used the tubing cutter, cut that. This is the water filtration, this is the water softener. So I cut the whole thing out. For now, I'm just gonna put a line in, bypass this whole system. And I'll figure out something to do later on if I wanna put another water softener in, which we probably will. But for now, I just gotta get this leak fixed so it doesn't start leaking worse than what it is. All right, so let's take a look real quick and see where we are inside. All right, so there is where I cut it out of. This right here. So this to this. That's where it was. But there's where I am right now. I'm going to clean this up. And I've got some more fittings in there. And I'm just going to just put a straight line right in there. And not worry about it for now. And when I put another water softener in, I'll have room. I'll just open that back up and put whatever adapters I need, whatever. So this is what I used, this little tubing cutter, to cut this pipe off. It was very close to the filtration system, so I had to use this little one to get around it. This one I used actually a little bit bigger one, which is right here, to cut this one. This cuts easier and faster. Now I'm just going to clean this up and see about getting a new piece on there. Got it. These junctions have a little stop on them, so I slide it in there and just mark it just so I know when it's in there all the way.
I've never been on live television before.
Okay, I'm not a professional at this, so here we go. Alright, so there she is. And I will shut the drain off. I'm going to turn this water on. Actually, I'm going to have to go upstairs and make sure that everything else is turned off, because I did turn everything on to drain it faster. So let me go upstairs and I will make sure that everything is shut. So stand by. Alright, here we go. I'm going to hit this pump switch on. That's going to send water. So right now it's sending water through the rest of the house. I don't feel anything leaking. It's pressurizing. It's up to 40 pounds now. Yeah, so I'm no professional. Calling a plumber for this would have probably been at least a couple $100, I'm thinking. The fittings were $2 each, and I had a piece of this pipe. I still have another length of it. So, in case something else arises, I have a little patch I can put together, and I have a couple more of these couplers too. Oh, it just shut off. Just about 80 pounds. Alright, that's good. It's good. Not pretty, but it's not leaking. Alright, so that's it. There's what's left of this old Kenmore. If anybody knows what the date is on that, I don't know. I've had that for a long time. Served me well. But it's past its prime. Alright, so I think I'm going to call that a wrap right there. You know what? I don't do a lot of these little videos because I just want to get the job done. I don't really put this stuff together. I'm kind of newbie on the YouTube thing. So some people ask me to do this stuff. This is the stuff I do around here. The minuscule things that I take for granted. Somebody would have to call a plumber. They have to wait. They got a leak. They got to fix it. They got to clean it up. But I try and do everything myself if I can, you know. That's what I do. I just try and do everything as much as I can to be self-sufficient. If something breaks, I try to fix it. That's all. I think it's good to have knowledge about, especially if you own a house. It's nice to know how everything works in your house. The plumbing, the pump, the electrical, the sewerage, everything how it works. It's good to know everything how it works, just in case something does happen and you gotta go, oh yeah, this drain needs to be fixed. This leak just needs a piece of pipe put in it. I don't know, I like having the knowledge. I may not be the best at it, but it gets the job done. I don't have to call anybody or wait around or anything like that, you know. Something like this, I mean, I've done a lot of pipes. I've sweated a lot of pipes. Not as a living, obviously, by the looks of the presentation on that, but as far as the ability to work, as far as the reliability, it's there, you know. So I like the knowledge of knowing how things work anyway. I was one of those kids that took apart stuff, you know, took apart a radio, took apart this stuff, took apart just to see what was going on inside. Just had that yearning to see what made this thing work. So yeah. Oh wow, look at that, there's a turkey in the backyard. Let's see if we can sneak up on this bad boy. He's way out there. They say they have good eyesight, doesn't they?